The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Chapter 1, Part 2. The Duality of Mind. You have only one mind, but your mind possesses two distinctive characteristics. The line of demarcation between the two is well known to all thinking men and women today. The two functions of your mind are essentially unlike. Each is endowed with separate and distinctive attributes and powers. The nomenclature generally used to distinguish the two functions of your mind is as follows: the objective and subjective mind, the conscious and subconscious mind, the waking and sleeping mind, the surface self and the deep self, the voluntary mind and the involuntary mind, the male and the female, and many other terms. You will find the terms conscious and subconscious used to represent the dual nature of your mind throughout this book. The conscious and subconscious minds. An excellent way to get acquainted with the two functions of your mind is to look upon your own mind as a garden. You are a gardener and you are planting seeds in your subconscious mind all day long. Based on your habitual thinking, as you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment. Being now to sow thoughts of peace, happiness, right action, goodwill, and prosperity, think quietly and with interest on these qualities and accept them fully in your conscious, reasoning mind. Continue to plant these wonderful seeds in the garden of your mind, and you will reap a glorious harvest. Your subconscious mind may be linked to the soil, which will grow all kinds of seeds, good or bad. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Every thought is therefore a cause, and every condition is an effect. For this reason, it is essential that you take charge of your thoughts so as to bring forth only desirable conditions. When your mind thinks correctly, when you understand the truth, when the thoughts deposited in your subconscious mind are constructive, harmonious, and peaceful, the magic working power of your subconscious will respond and bring about harmonious conditions, agreeable surroundings, and the best of everything. When you begin to control your thought processes, you can apply the powers of your subconscious to any problem or difficulty. In other words, you will actually be consciously cooperating with the infinite power and omnipotent law which governs all things. Look around you wherever you live, and you will notice that the vast majority of mankind lives in the world without. The more enlightened men are intensely interested in the world within. Remember, it is the world within, namely your thoughts, feelings, and imagery, what makes your world without. It is 3, 4, the only creative power and everything which you find in your world of expression has been created by you in the inner world of your mind, consciously or unconsciously. Knowledge of the interaction of your conscious and subconscious minds will enable you to transform your whole life. In order to change external conditions, you must change the cause. Most men try to change condition and circumstances by working with conditions and circumstances. To remove discord, confusion, lack, and limitation, you must remove the cause, and the cause is the way you are using your conscious mind. In other words, the way you are thinking and picturing in your mind, you are living in a fathomless sea of infinite riches. Your subconscious is very sensitive to your thoughts. Your thoughts form the mold or matrix through which the infinite intelligence, wisdom, vital forces, and energy of your subconscious flow. The practical application of the laws of your mind, as illustration in each chapter of this book, will cause you to experience abundance for poverty, wisdom for superstition and ignorance, peace for pain, joy for sadness, light for darkness, harmony for discord, faith and confidence for fear, success for failure, and freedom from the law of averages. Certainly, there can be no more wonderful blessing than this from a mental, emotional, and material standpoint. Most of the great scientists, artists, poets, singers, writers, and inventors have a deep understanding of the working of the conscious and subconscious minds. One time, Caruso, the great operatic tenor, was struck with stage fright. He said his tenor was paralyzed due to spasms caused by intense fear, which constricted the muscles of his throat. Perspiration poured copiously down his face. He was ashamed because in a few minutes he had to go out on the stage. Yet he was shaking with fear and trepidation. He said, "They will laugh at me. I can't sing." Then he shouted in the presence of those behind the stage, "The little me wants to struggle the big me within." He said to the little me, "Get out of here. The big me wants to sing through me." By the big me, he meant the limitless power and wisdom of his subconscious mind, and he began to shout, "Get out, get out, the big me is going to sing." His subconscious mind responded, releasing the vital force within him. When the call came, he walked out on the stage and sang gloriously and majestically. It is obvious to you know what Caruso must have understood: the two levels of mind, the conscious or rational and the subconscious or irrational level. Your subconscious mind is reactive and responds to the nature of your thoughts. When your conscious mind is full of fear, worry, and anxiety, the negative emotions engendered in your subconscious mind are released and flood the conscious mind with a sense of panic, foreboding, and despair. When the happiness, you can, like Caruso, speak affirmatively and with a deep sense of authority to the irrational emotions generated in your deeper mind as follows: "Be still, be quiet, I am in control. You must obey me. You are subject to my command. You cannot intrude where you do not belong." It is fascinating and intensely interesting to observe how you can speak authoritatively and with conviction to the in- instant of your deeper self, bringing silence, harmony, and peace to your mind. The subconscious is subject to the conscious mind, and that is why it is called subconscious or subjective. Outstanding difference and modes of operation. You will perceive the main difference by the following illustration. The conscious mind is like the navigator or captain at the bridge of a ship. He directs the ship and signals orders to men in the engine room, who in turn control all the boilers, instruments, gases, etc. The men in the engine room do not know where they are going. They follow orders. They would go on the rocks if the man on bridge issued faulty or wrong instruction based on his findings with the compass, sextant, or other instruments. The men in the engine room obey him because he is in charge and issue orders, which are automatically obeyed. Members of the crew do not talk back to the captain, they simply carry out orders. This certain is the master of his ship, and his decrees are carried out. Likewise, your conscious mind is the captain and the master of your ship, which represent your body, environment, and all your affairs. Your subconscious mind takes the orders you give it based upon what your conscious mind believes and accept as true. When you repeatedly say to people, "I can't afford it," then your subconscious mind takes you at your word and sees to it that you will not be in a position to purchase what you want. As long as you persist in saying, "I can't afford that car, that trip to Europe, that home, that fur coat, or ermine wrap," you can rest assured that your subconscious mind will follow your orders, and you will go through life experiencing the lack of all these things. Last Christmas Eve, a beautiful young university student looked at an attractive and rather expensive traveling bag in a store window. She was going home to Buffalo, New York for the holidays. She was about to say, I can't afford the bag, when she recalled something she had heard at one of my lectures, which was never finish a negative sentence. Reverse it immediately, and wonders will happen in your life. She said, that bag is mine, it is for sale. I accept it mentally, and my subconscious sees to it I receive it. At 8 o'clock Christmas Eve, her fiance presented her with a bag exactly the same as the one she had looked at, mentally identified herself with. At 10 o'clock the same morning, she had filled her mind with the thought of expectancy and released the whole thing to her deeper mind, which has the know-how of accomplishment. This young girl, a student at the University of Southern California, said to me, I didn't even have the money to buy that bag, but now I know where to find money and all the things I need. That is in the treasure house of eternity within me. Brief summary of ideas worth remembering. The treasure house is within you. Look within for an answer your heart's desire. The great secret possessed by the great men of all ages was their ability to connect and release the powers of their subconscious mind. You can do the same. Your subconscious has the answer to all problems. If you suggest to your subconscious prior to sleep, I want to get up at 6 a.m., it will awaken you at the exact time. Your subconscious mind is the builder of your body, and you can heal yourself to sleep every night with the idea of perfect health, and your subconscious, being your faithful servant, will obey you. Every thought is a cause, and every condition is an effect. If you want to write a book, write a wonderful play, give a better talk to your audience, convey the idea livingly and feelingly to your subconscious mind, and it will respond accordingly. You are like a captain navigating a ship. He must give the right orders, and likewise you must give the right orders to your subconscious mind, which governs all your experiences. Change your thoughts and you can change your destiny. The law of life is the law of belief. A belief is a thought in your mind. Do not believe in things to harm or hurt you. Believe in the power of your subconscious to heal, inspire, strengthen, and prosper you. According to your belief, is it done into you?